How's it going, guys? It's going alright?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. Seems like people are tired. Come on, guys.
Come on, wake it up! Let's go!
Hey, great show so far. I'm enjoying myself. It's been a lot of fun. I bought some raffle tickets, which I feel pretty good about. Because, yeah, anybody else here have less money than when they were 11?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a question. You ever get to the point you're so poor, you look at your balance and you kind of just start giggling to yourself? It's just that sad. Like I went to the ATM, I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I just fucked everyone. I actually turned to the guy behind me. I was like, hey man, do you want my PIN number? It doesn't make any difference at all. Just, I can't even get the money out. Please. I've never done that joke, turned around and looked at a dog with a Christmas hat and a shield with Kelly's face on it. Oh, goodness. Feeling kind of shitty tonight, to be honest. Anybody else? No, it's fine. What are you going to do? You guys know the worst part about getting kicked out of medieval times? It's got to be just finding a new place to propose. Anybody married here? By round of applause, anybody married? I couldn't tell who it was. I think it was a woman. Did your husband get down on one knee when he proposed? No, not exactly. Not exactly? That's kind of ambiguous. I didn't get down on one knee, but just because my apartment is so small, I just couldn't do it. This is how it went. I was like, hey, I've got something to ask you. That is how it was. I didn't know this was true, but when you say, will you marry me, you think, how awesome is my bachelor party going to be? That is what goes through your brain. Then I got nervous. I fucking said it. She was like, I'd love to. I was like, how awesome is my bachelor party going to be? She was like, well, all of your single friends are gay. What are they going to do? Take you to see fucking Wicked? Is that what you're going to do? Have a ball. I am getting tired of something that our generation is doing, like this destination wedding shit. It's really expensive. Like, hey, we're going to get married in Africa. And I'm like, all right, I'm not going to go, I'm going to defriend you. Two of my friends just told me they were going to get married in Brazil. I'm like, I'm sure that's gorgeous, but why do you want me to spend $4,000 in all my vacation days just to watch the end of our friendship? I don't know why I have to do that. Seriously, if I'm going to go down there, I'm just going to get them a wedding present that they can't get back through customs. That's what I'm going to do. But hey, thanks a lot. It was a blast. Here's an ivory-plated Cuban cigar stuffed with cocaine. You get married in Brazil, you can stay in Brazil. Good for you. Anybody watch Hoarders? I love that show. Yeah. Do you? Yeah, a couple of folks, a couple of you, enough to talk about it. Everybody else can just hang on for 30 seconds. I like that show, but I don't like, have you ever seen it? Like, they bring in all these people to help the hoarder out, to help them clean out their house. And hoarders are apparently also assholes. They're dicks to everybody that tries to help them. These people are volunteering and they're complete assholes about it. Just one time I want to see one of these volunteer people, these cleanup guys, fuck with the hoarder, just a little bit. Just go up to him with this like huge box of eggshells or whatever the hell they've got and be like, hey man, can I keep this? This doesn't have any emotional value for you at all? Because I think it's fantastic. I think you're sitting on a fucking gold mine here. It's not quite, they're just not quite. Any Russians here? Anybody Russian in here? Yeah? You ever hear a Russian talk about Russia and it actually made you want to go there? They fucking hated it there. Even the good shit's bad, apparently. They're like, in Russia, all sex is rape. I'm like, fuck. In Russia, we spring break in Mongolia. I'm like, fuck, that sucks. Apparently, regular life there is like crashing in a plane in the Alps and having to survive. That is what regular life is. They're like, on the 30th day, I lead my friend Andres' finger. I'm like, shit. Were you in a crash? No, that was just university. I'm like, fucking hell, that's such a silly joke, but I like it. You married? No, you're not. Are you okay? Yeah. I loved your dance. The dance was fantastic. You guys are married, right?
Yeah.
Do you still sit in his lap? Does that still happen? I asked. You say yes, and he says yes. I asked because my wife sat on my lap the other day, and honestly, I kind of hated it. Not to be mean, I don't understand why this charade carries on. Like, she gets an uncomfortable seat, you have to sit on one of your balls. I don't get why either person. How many guys here have had, like, a woman sit on your lap for like 8 seconds, and you think, I don't think she's ever getting off. She's never standing up, and she's just gonna fucking sit here for hours. I can't see shit, nothing. And they surprise you. And the thing is, as a guy, you cannot react at all. It doesn't matter how big she is, small she is, doesn't matter what. You cannot react as if anything heavier than a handful of snowflakes has been dropped onto your lap. Otherwise, she's like, what, am I fat? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Are you fat? Am I heavy? It's like, no, it's not weight, it's mass. Unexpected fucking mass I was not counting on. Bull's talking about right up behind you on the street, jumped on your back. You're like, hey, I'm like, what, am I fat? Is that what you're trying to tell me? You've got a problem with that? Just give me a ride, okay? Just give me a ride. Any Titanic fans? Anybody? Yeah? Are you a fan of the movie or like the actual disaster? Yeah, so am I. You and I see the same. This is my thing. I think everybody knows about that band that kept playing on the Titanic. I just can't wrap my mind around why you would put it in their contract. Why would they keep playing, I just don't. If this room went up in flames, but I kept performing, would that ease your mind? Wouldn't you be walking out like, doesn't he feel how fucking hot it is in there? But people were always like, that's kind of, it's kind of disrespectful. They were very brave to keep performing. They were brave. They were cruise ship musicians. They probably just wanted to play the original stuff, and that was the only time anyone would listen. And then Chelsea's like, we've got to get off of this ship. And this thing's like, no, bring up my notebook. Let's fucking jam, But I cannot imagine a harder audience. Like, it's a dying audience. I can't. Do you think there were still assholes though? Like, do you think there was a guy floating around in the water, still pissed off that they hadn't played his request yet? He's out there, he's like, I asked for happy birthday 4 hours ago for my wife. And now she's dead. Thanks, band. No wonder you play cruise ships. I like how people awe that, like that actually happened. Yes, in my research, that's what I found. Tell you one thing that I'm done with now that I'm married is I am done with this 69ing stuff. I am done with it. I am 6'4". That is a short man's game. I'm tired of wrenching my back out all the time. Like I don't even understand the position for short people. It's one of the most pleasurable things you can do. Why are we doing it at the same time? Are we so pressed for time? It's like, we've got a movie in 15 minutes. Let's do it at the same time then, Maybe we'll miss one preview, I don't even know how was it invented. Was it just two people who just wouldn't back down? That was their compromise? Like one person's like, I'll go down on you, I promise. But how do I know afterwards that you're not just going to run away? How about you go first? I'm not going to go first. How about we do it at the same time? Why would we do that? Just to be sure? And you can't enjoy a 69. You cannot enjoy it because you have this great thing happening to you, but you can't enjoy it because you have this fucking job to do at the same time. You're like, hey, that feels really great. Oh, God, I'm slacking off up here. I'm slacking off. I've got to get my head back in the game. It's not in it at all. It's a two-man game, you know? Why do you have to do something to get something? It's like if I was like, hey, man, here's a coupon for a 1 hour free, full-body Swedish massage. Best hour of your life. But at the same time, can you teach English as a second language? Is that okay? You have a couple of margaritas with your wife on the beach at sunset. It's gorgeous. But at the same time, can you guys assemble an IKEA workstation? Is that okay? You guys were great. Thank you so much.